Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do like a quick little tutorial on how to do wing liner. Excuse my unicorn horn that's growing out of here, but I have no makeup on today. I didn't feel like putting on makeup. It's super hot when we're in Miami, so I was not feeling it. Got my little tank top. No, I'm not naked. Got my little whatever on, but that's besides the point. There's many ways you could do eyeliner, wing eyeliner. The way I do it is not, how should I say this? It's not the only way. I know people do different things. They use tape, they, you know, spoon, all sorts of stuff. It's just how you feel comfortable, how you learn the fastest. The more you practice, the better you're going to get. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do two different ones. I'm gonna do on this side. I'm gonna do my gel liner. It's a little bit more forgiving than liquid liner. Liquid liner, I hated it up until like maybe a month ago when I started using it again. And then they have the liquid liner, which I'm using the NYX one. It's matte liquid liner, whatever. You can find this at Ulta or online, wherever they sell NYX. Liquid liner is a little bit more trickier to master, so if you don't get it the first time, don't beat yourself up. For the gel liner, I'm using the Maybelline Studio, our Eye Studio. I just use this one. I mean, I heard Inglot's really amazing, and so is the Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes. I actually ordered that one, so I'll do a little review on that later on. But and also I'm going to be using the MAC Studio Finish Concealer to clean up the edges, and also my little brushes here, which is like a little liner brush. This is from Sedona Lace. This one, I don't know where the hell it's from, but it's an angled brush. Let's see, you can see. I don't want to pick up. I'm recording on my phone, so I'll have to. And this pretty much is like a concealer, small concealer brush, and I use it to clean up any edges. Okay, give me 1 second. So with the gel, it's going to look a little bit like this. I don't know if you can see that. Mine is almost dried out. There's a way to reactivate it. You can get Duraline, and you can also get eye drops. I use eye drops. I don't give a crap. These are fairly inexpensive. They sell them at like Walgreens, Walmart, wherever drug convenience stores. That's where they sell these. But what I'm gonna do is go ahead and I'm gonna use. I'm gonna do mine with the angled brush. It's a little easier for me. So what I do is I just dip it in. Dip it in. So I got product. And then I usually just do I tap it on my arm so that way there's no, clumps or anything like that. And then I just pretty much, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the wing. So I slightly draw it. You can do it as big as you want, as long as you want. And then I connect down like that. You're going to have this big gap here, but don't worry about that because you can go back in and fill it. Like I said, gel liner is a little bit forgiving. And I'm just doing this on my phone, so. And then what I do is with the same thing, with the same little brush, all I do is I go into the very corners and I push a little bit of product. That's all. Until I make that line. And then I go in and I fill in the space in between. Now what I mean when it's like really forgiving, almost. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not really great at doing videos yet. I will be though. What I mean when I say it's really forgiving, it won't dry. Sometimes what happens with the liquid liner is once you put it down, some of them dry really quickly. And when they do, and you try to apply more product on top of it, it flakes. Or it looks uneven, or it looks streaky, or it starts to clump. With the gel liner, as you can see, with the gel liner, it actually doesn't set right away. So it gives you some move space. It gives you some time to play around with it, to fix it, to alter it, you know, to extend it. Like if I wanted to go ahead and extend this, it's not dry, so I can go ahead and do that. I can do it as long as I want. I can, you know, take it off and it's not going to, you know, make it look streaky. It's not going to make it look ugly. It's a gel liner. I like to call it more of a cream liner because that's what it's like, really cream based actually. Your best bet is after you use this, you can set it with a black eyeshadow with the same brush and just go over it with that and you should be good to go. Now you're gonna see here I have a little bit of, you know, a little bit of creasing, only because I don't use a primer, I didn't use anything. I just trying to do this as quick as possible just to help you out. And excuse this mess. Like I said, we're in our swag ass house. Just go back in with this product on my brush, and then if I wanted it to look really, really sharp, I just go in and clean it up. And then blend this out. And then you'll see it looks like super duper sharp. Like I said, I'm just recording on my phone, so excuse it. Doesn't look awesome. Another thing you could do is use the damn it, what was I gonna say? Crazy. You can use the liner brush, whatever. But I rarely use this when I use a gel liner. I usually use the angled one because it gets that angle like almost perfect all the time for me. I don't have to work extra. This I do use. I'll go back in with the product if I want to have like this dramatic, like sharp edged line. Then I'll go in with this one because it'll do a little bit of a better job for me at cleaning it up. Awesome. Now to move on to the culprit. The liquid liner. What I like to do with the liquid liner, and I'm going to put the phone on really quick so I can open it. What I like to do with the liquid liner is I like to, see how it has all that product on it? I don't know if you could tell. I like to wipe one side off. That way I'm not working with too much. I also start off at the end. What you can do is you can draw little dots where you want your line to be, almost like a connect the dots thing. If you have monolids, if you have protrude like a more predominant brow bone, you're gonna want to make your liner thicker on your eyelid. Here's why. A lot of people try to do it super itty bitty skinny and really, really little, but what you're actually doing is you're creating space between your brow bone and your lid. While you're doing that, our eyes naturally tend to follow dark lines and spaces. We follow lines and spaces. That's when you do your brows, you want to see that line, that sharp line. So naturally, when you're doing makeup, you want to see that sharp line. Now, in order to create the illusion that you have more lid space and that it'll actually recede your brow bone, is to make it thicker. I don't know if you can notice, but my eyes, like this eye here, has less lid space than this one. I don't know why, but in order for me to get them even, I have to make this one, you see it's really thick, and this one, even though I have space on this one, I also do it thick so it can match. But I learned that because I used to do this one really, really thin, and my eye would look so weird. It would actually look pretty crooked, and it would look really weird. Just really weird. I don't know how to explain it. So let me stop wasting my product here. What I do is I go in with the liner on the edge. Always going to start at the edge. It's the easiest for me. So I just draw the wing like that. That's going to be your main. That's going to be the pain in the ass, just to say. Don't feel like cursing, but pain in the butt, the pita, that's what I call it. That's going to be the pita, that little flick. So you want to go ahead and extend it from there, the same thing, and bring it down. It's probably gonna be super thick. See, I'm not the best. If I can do it better, I would have actually. That's actually crappy. But just painting it in. Painting it in. And then just filling this in. That's actually really damn thick. I did not expect that. Oh my god. I feel like that guy, like, I don't know if you guys seen that video of that guy pretending to do his eyeliner. He's like, I'm supposed to be a professional MUA. Not today. No, but I mean, that's pretty damn thick. There's a way to clean it up, so don't worry. I'm glad I actually messed up, so you guys can see how I clean mine up. And here's my husband. He's coming to bother me. To get the inner corner, just do the same thing. Just lightly make sure that you're as closest to the lash line as possible. And drag back. And drag back. Now, that's really thick. That's actually super thick compared to this. If you want to fix that, again, go back with your concealer. I'm gonna put this down so I can open it and load my brush with product. See? You can also do this part with an angled brush if it's clean. It'll help, but I don't have really time for that. So I'm gonna try to do it this way. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the angle where it's like, and clean it up. And clean that up. And you see how it automatically started taking off product? How it automatically started concealing that area there? And then all I do is I blend that away. Booyah! Same thing with the bottom. Clean it up. Now, I exaggerated it, obviously. I put too much product because I wanted you guys to be able to see that I did mess up. And it doesn't matter if you mess up because this will help you. See? Boom. Now, if you want that super sharp, crisp line, you can use tape. If you're doing this on a client, I don't know what kind of clientele you reach for, but I reach for mostly the luxury clientele, so I don't use tape. I usually use the makeup shields. Otherwise, what I do is I'll hold like a business card or a tissue there, and I'll do the whole wing liner after. I mean, I've pretty much mastered my wing liner on my eye and like other eye types, or eye shapes. But this is a technique that you're not gonna fail. I mean, you can clean it up. Makeup is removable, so even if you gotta take it off 1,000 times, this is gonna help you. Just clean up the edges, and you should be absolutely fine. Honestly, like, it's makeup. It's meant to be fun. It's meant to be messed up. Let me actually clean this up now that I got my makeup on. Oh, feeling myself. No, I'm just kidding. See? Oh, I'm all over the place. If you wanted to make your line super crisp, yes, use the the tape, the blah blah blah. I'm not gonna make this video any longer. It's already almost 15 minutes long. And then go over it like Desi said in the video that I posted. It might link. Like Desi said, go over it with liquid liner. It actually helps set it if you're working with gel liner, and it straightens the line. Like, it makes it so crisp, so like amazing. But I'm not gonna do that because then I have to scrub this off and mama's tired. So if you have any more questions, if you want me to do like a one-on-one with you, just text me, email me, Facebook me, message me, SMS me, like Periscope me, whatever you guys want to do. And that's the final look. Of course you're gonna like this one. This is the liquid liner, so it's a little bit more powerful. But yeah, don't be scared. Just do it. I love you guys.